Coast to Coast Way Up fans. Listen up. If you like UFO conspiracies, ghosts, and the paranormal, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. Spreaker's answer the Coast to Coast AM with more interesting guest experts in the paranormal and UFOs each month. If you like Way Out There, you'll love Spaced Out Radio. On the night with Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott. Nightly at 11 p.m. Central, 12 o'clock midnight Eastern, and 9 p.m. Pacific. On Spreaker, on Periscope, and on D-Talk Radio Network.
Imagine one day, tuning around your internet radio, only to find a station playing old radio programs, completely commercials, and thinking, what am I tuning into? The past? You might be, or it's just GJRB online and radio land. And take advantage of classic radio shows, back-to-back classic commercials in between, like the days of radio. Almost like your computer is picking up signals through time. Closer than you'll ever get time travel. Radio land.
Recently, the owner of Facebook had a face congress over some personal information on Facebook users. In addition, users were saying that their postings were being deleted. Getting sick and tired of your censorship and data being abused without your permission? Do something about it now. Come to MeWe, the internet social site that values your freedom. No more deleting postings. Make a step to freedom. Sign up today. It's easy. Go to www.MeWe.com. That's MEWE. MeWe, the internet's free speech social site.
No, I would not give you false hope on this strange and mournful day, but the mother and child reunion is only a motion away. Oh, little darling of mine, I can't for the life of me remember a Saturday. I know they say let it be, it just don't work out that way. And the course of a lifetime runs over and over again. No, I would not give you false hope on this strange and mournful day, but the mother and child reunion is only a motion away. Oh, little darling of mine, I just can't believe it's so, though it seems strange to say. I've never been late so low, such a mysterious way. And the course of a lifetime runs over and over again. But I would not give you false hope on this strange and mournful day, when the mother and child reunion is only a motion away. Oh, the mother and child reunion is only a motion away. Oh, the mother and child reunion is only a moment away. Oh, the mother and child reunion is only a motion away. Oh, the mother and child reunion is only a moment away.
Oh yeah, GJRB Online on Spreaker across America. Gary J in the morning and Mother and Child Reunion. Paul Simon from 1972 from our weekend countdown of the top 20 songs of March 25th, 1972. Gary J wrestling with you. And of course, on this date in 1972, on March 25th, yesterday, the last episode of Bewitched aired for the last time, as it was canceled by ABC. some interesting stuff there. All right, you got Gary J. Russell with you, and we're at 10:56. Weather on the 5s, a little over, but hey, better late than never. You know what I mean? Time now to do that. Weather on the 5s. Take a look at our temperatures across America. Tampa, Florida, checking in with 76 degrees partly under cloudy skies. New York, 42 degrees, sunny. Los Angeles is checking in at 54. 35 degrees in Ambridge, PA. 35 also in Cleveland, Ohio. And Cedar Rapids checking in 43 degrees. 44 degrees in Washington, D.C. And where's it at in your neighborhood? We'll take a look at weather on the 5s coming up for you in another half hour or so. At 25 past 11, weather on the 5s, 11:25 right here on GJRB Online. Keeping you in touch with what's going on, the weather on the 5s. And you got more great music coming your way here on GJRB Online right after we take a look at this news break from Reuters.
Trump suggests new probes in the wake of the Mueller report. Floods washed out American farms already battered by a trade war. This is Reuters Now.
It's lasted a long time. We're glad it's over.
President Donald Trump on Monday basked in the glow of what he called a full exoneration by Special Counsel Robert Mueller in his final report on the Russia probe.
It's 100% the way it should have been. We can never, ever let this happen to another president again.
Mueller concluded there was no collusion between Moscow and Trump's 2016 campaign, but did not exonerate Trump on the question of potential crimes, according to a summary released by Attorney General William Barr, though Barr himself decided Trump will not face charges of obstruction of justice.
I will tell you, I love this country.
Despite elation at the White House, Trump and some fellow Republicans are indicating they are not ready to move on. Speaking to reporters with visiting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Trump signaled he would back a wave of counter-investigations that critics are calling political payback.
There are a lot of people out there that have done some very, very evil things, very bad things, I would say treasonous things against our country. Those people will certainly be looked at.
Trump gave no specifics, but over on Capitol Hill, top Senate Republican Lindsey Graham said he wants another special counsel who would look into official actions that led to Mueller's 22-month probe.
But I think because of the emotional nature of all this, that somebody like Mr. Mueller needs to look at the other stuff.
Democrats are demanding Barr release Mueller's full report, with some also calling for the release of the probe's underlying records. Leaders Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, in a joint statement on Sunday, said Barr's 4-page summary, quote, raises as many questions as it answers. The devastation is extensive, but beneath it, farmers in the Midwest were already reeling. Many were preparing to plant their crops when they found themselves inundated by record flooding, triggered by a recent so-called bomb cyclone. And it comes as many of these farmers are also financially pressed by a U.S.-China trade war, one that has seen China, the world's biggest buyer of U.S. soybeans, largely cut off purchases. This all comes as the Trump administration released its 2020 budget, which proposed a 15% cut for the Department of Agriculture, meaning the pain could only get worse. Reuters correspondent Humay Rapamik spoke with worried farmers in Nebraska.
If this cut is approved, crop insurance is going to be one of the items that is most hardly hit. It's going to be reduced by 26%. And because of this flood, farmers are going to have to rely on crop insurance a lot.
Experts say farmers' total debt is hitting levels unseen since the U.S. farm collapse of the 1980s. The agricultural flood damage in Nebraska has reached nearly $1 billion, according to the governor. In Iowa, officials project losses of at least $1.6 billion.
Many of the farmers that I've spoken to say they understand where the president's coming from in terms of addressing the problematic trade deals with China, but they all urge that a trade deal needs to be done as soon as possible.
And they're not yet in the clear. Meteorologists say extensive flooding will become more dire in the coming weeks as water flows downstream.
how far we've come.
Jeremy Richmond spent years trying to raise awareness about mental health after his own daughter, Abiel, was killed in the 2012 mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut. Now he himself has died of an apparent suicide. His body was found on Monday. Just last week, Richmond, a neuroscientist, spoke about the foundation he and his wife created in their daughter's honor that focuses on preventing violence by funding brain research.
As you can imagine, that turned your world around quite a bit.
Richmond's death comes only days after two students who survived last year's Parkland rampage also died by apparent suicide. 19-year-old Sydney Aiello was a recent graduate of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High. Her family says she was suffering from PTSD and survivor's guilt. A second student, a male sophomore, also died over the weekend. You're up to date. For more, check back later or download the Reuters TV app.
In weather, in Clinton there's a flood warning in effect until Tuesday, March 26th, 12:53 p.m. The current weather is 26 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today, you can look for partly sunny weather, with a high of 49 degrees and a low of 32 degrees. That's all for now.
This is the GJRB Online Network.
Don't even say you love me. Don't even say you care, and don't just tell me you were wrong. And don't even say you're sorry. I just can't hear your voice. How could you lead me on so long? You're killing me slowly, you're cutting me deeper since the day you walked away. And all I'm left thinking is all of the words I can say to make you stay. Yeah, I don't wanna cry no more. I don't wanna be that girl. All I ever wanted was your love, but you threw it all away, baby. I don't wanna hurt no more. I'm never gonna be that girl. All I ever wanted was your love, but you threw it all away. You threw it all away. Stop all the words you should have said. Stop all the memories in my head. I'm not a game that you can play. And just leave. I don't wanna feel this pain no more. You will never be worth fighting for. I can't believe we've been this way. You're killing me slowly, you're cutting me deeper since the day you walked away. And all I'm left thinking is all of the words I can say to make you stay. Yeah, I don't wanna cry no more. I don't wanna be that girl. All I ever wanted was your love, but you threw it all away, baby. I don't wanna hurt no more. I'm never gonna be that girl. All I ever wanted was your love, but you threw it all away. Threw it all away. So I'll leave you now, and I'll be gone forever. You broke my heart, my world's upside down. Was she worth it now? Is she that much better? I hope the two of you are happy together. I don't wanna cry no more. I don't wanna cry. Be that girl. All I ever wanted was your love, but you threw it all away. I don't wanna hurt no more. I'm never gonna be that girl. All I ever wanted was your love, but you threw it all away. You threw it all away.
GJRB Online on Spreaker across America, and Ashley Willis, the song I've been playing for years. When I started the country format, we were going to do a country emerging artist show, and I didn't get past the first show, and so I decided, well, we're going to kind of merge all our songs into one format, which is called Middle of the Road, which just to kind of throw that song in there as a recurrent. And it still plays pretty good, yeah. And of course, we play a mixture of country, jazz, rock, classic rock, oldies, Christian rock, and a whole lot more here on GJRB Online. We'll dig into the Christian rock playlist as well. And right here on Spreaker on GJRB. And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Gary J in the Morning. This is the show that brings you all your favorite music in the morning. News, weather, sports page, you know, the whole works. Give you the weather on the fives. You heard Reuters News and a whole lot more, so keeping you informed in the morning on Gary J in the Morning at 11:07 Central Daylight Time. And it is 12:07 in the east, so morning's over in the eastern side of the country, but we still have morning left over in California, where it is now 9:07 a.m. and 8:07 a.m. in Alaska. And we'll get other temperatures, of course. We'll get other times in different parts of the country. So keep it here on GJRB Online. Some of the songs coming up this hour. Let's check this out. Some of the songs you're going to hear this hour on Gary J in the Morning. Yeah. Be playing this one. This is one of our biggest so far. Wayne Whiteside. Yeah. Got this coming up. Worried About My Heart. Absolutely fabulous tune. Yeah, got lots coming up. Plus, we'll have a brand new emerging artist as well. New songs to add into our rotation. I got some new stuff. And of course, a brand new group we've been playing here called Song Brother. Yeah. And that's a group that my good friend Gary Unger had formed to record a song called Please Tell Me the Truth. Now, Gary Unger has the name on the 45 for this song. And he had a lot of great backup from some great musicians. And he's another fabulous friend of mine who here in Clinton, Iowa. He wrote a lot of big songs that never really got to see the light of day. So, like I said, I promote new artists here on GJRB Online, your new emerging artist station. And you're, of course, well known for being GJRB Online, the station that promotes new emerging artists all the time. GJRB Online, your new emerging artist radio station. That's what we do here on Spreaker, GJRB. This is one of our emerging artists, Jeremy Darnold. Tomorrow and Forever on Gary J in the Morning.
With you, I'll see another day, and we're through going our own way. So tomorrow, it's just another day, and we'll borrow another day. With time, we'll see each other through. You're mine, but what am I to do? My pain, it's yesterday's news. My game is I got you. So we'll walk fields, and we'll feel the summer rays, the wild weed and camille, soon be together again. A bloom of your finest colors, in tune with all the flowers. This week will let you go through in this need to grow with you. So now this time has come for us to get this done. Your seed will find its way through this weed that tangled you. So we'll walk through these fields and we'll feel the summer rains, the wild weed and camille. We'll soon be together again. They'll soon be together again. They'll soon be together again.
GJRB online on Spreaker across America. Jeremy Darnold, Tomorrow and Forever. And you got Gary J. Rustin with you on GJRB online on Spreaker across America. Right here online. And I'm glad you could be with me. We're being heard all over the internet. And, of course, I'll post all over the internet again this part, because last part I only posted on one group. So I'm going to be hitting the other groups in this one, including, let's see, what's that other one I used? Oh, yeah, I remember now. That is Spreaker Tavern. We'll post on the GJRB online listeners page, because I didn't get that one on the last time. And, of course, you can listen to the show anywhere on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, wherever you got internet radio, and, of course, here on Spreaker. That's Spreaker, Spreaker. And this is where you can hear all the great stuff here. This is a great platform for radio. Great people on here that I follow and follow me. And you can listen to some great programs from great people, including Mike Myers' Radio Hope Network. Tonight at 8:30, it's the Caramel Conservative, Ed Delgado. And he talks a lot about what's going on in the news and gives his opinion and a lot of really good things. So tune in tonight at 8:30 live here on Spreaker for that. And a lot of great stuff. That's Spreaker, Spreaker. You can be an internet radio DJ like me and do this stuff. Fairly simple. Just get on board and put your name in there. And you can be on the radio and do a radio show. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. And you can just start an account and you can do 15 minutes free. And it's absolutely fabulous. Get you a chance to get that feeling. You want to do that, and then you want to pay for a premium. Got some really good deals. And of course, every month or so, they usually do a discount. So check that out. Spreaker, 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 and broadcast to the world. And of course, like I said, I'm available on Twitter. I am the Radio Maniac. You can listen to me live right there. And just get on there, type in the Radio Maniac, should take you there, and you can follow me. And when you do, you can listen to the show live right on Spreaker. All right, from Spreaker, you can hear. There's a Spreaker widget on there, and when you hit that, it'll bring it. And you can bring it up, and you can just click that play button. You can listen live right there. Wow, and I post every time I'm on the air. I post right on Twitter, and you can listen to me live right there. And you can get in the chat room, say hi. And it's fabulous. And I sometimes check over there to see if I have any responses to my broadcast, and maybe get some audience in there. So I hope you'll tune in. That's just look for the radio emblem. It says GJRB Online on it, and you can find it right there. And of course, right here in our local North End neighborhood on 88.9 KSPR, Spreaker FM 88.9, where I rebroadcast some of my programming. Some of the stuff that is on for my followers on Spreaker, and it's the best of Spreaker. You can listen to all the Spreaker programs, pretty much all the ones that some of the best ones I pick, and replay them on a 9-foot FM signal. So, including Ed Delgado in the Caramel Conservative, we replay that. I replay Mike Myers, the Mike Myers Show, Radio Hope, and a lot of other shows I'm trying to get it to replay. So. You never know when you're going to hear. You might even hear your show on this station, on my 9-foot station, if you come in my neighborhood. So, it's just a great place to be. GJRB Online Network. Play all the best variety of music. And this is a group called Young Mister. I like this song. It's called Anybody Out There. Is there anybody out there? Anybody? 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 Anybody?
Looking
Great song there. That is artist we have been playing quite some time here. It's called Young Mister. Anybody out there? New emerging artist all the time here on GJRB Online. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Gary J. in the Morning is the name of the program. And we're heard Tuesday mornings live right here on Spreaker at 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time until approximately 1 Central or 2 o'clock, depending on how things go and if we get any audience or... I got other things going on I got to do today, so I'm going to be kind of busy later on. So I don't know how much I'm going to be doing today as far as the live broadcast, but we'll be on here. Weather on the 5's coming up next, and more great music on the way right after news headlines on GJRB on Spreaker across America.
Very street music is back on GJRB Bluegrass with the Grassgolds, Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys, and so much more. So it's time to bring it back, and on more often. It's Bluegrass Jubilee Freestyle, with all the great songs you heard before, and some new up-and-coming stars with some emerging bluegrass. Also, some all-time gospel favorites, too. At a brand new time, every third Saturday at 12 noon Central on GJRB.
End times are upon us, and we need to know what's happening. Knowing the truth is key to survival. There are lots of news events going on in the world that have certain significance to end-time happenings. Listen, as men and women gather to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy on the last 7 days. Uploaded as a podcast Wednesdays and run live every third Friday at 12 o'clock noon Central on GJRB. Suicide's increasing among the youth, and many of them playing suicide games. This has to stop. Parents, watch your kids, and if you feel there's something going on and they are considering suicide, please talk to them, help them, and if it seems hopeless, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That number is 1-800-273-8255. They can help. It's free and confidential. Your call will be answered by a trained counselor in a local crisis center. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline can help.
There's a problem on our roads today, and that is the safety of our children boarding and getting off the bus on busy roads. That problem is drivers who don't stop for a school bus when the arm is out, the lights are flashing, and the stop sign is out, leaving kids in danger of getting hit. Violators of this law could get a suspension of their driver's license and a $250 fine. When you see a school bus stop at a corner, letting off kids, stop 25 feet away from the bus. Don't take that chance. A public service announcement from the National Highway Safety Administration and GJRB Online. There's a problem.
Ready to enjoy.
Okay, sorry about that. Local commercial got in there. I gotta stop that before it got... Oh, boy. Anyway, welcome back. You got Gary J. Russell with you, and this is Gary J. in the Morning. And we're doing it here on Spreaker from Clinton, Iowa, and the north of the Quad Cities. And if you're listening anywhere in the United States, I hope you're tuning in, and I hope you'll join me for some great stuff. I got some more music. And just checking to see how I sound coming through and all that. So I have one on there, but that's just me checking how good I'm coming out. But if you're out there, love to hear from you. We're going to continue posting on various sites throughout the show. See if we can get some audience out there. Again, we had someone in there with us on Saturday all day. It was fabulous. And that was Black Dragon Radio, and it was great to have him aboard. And I don't know, he might not be out there now, but we'll see what happens later on. Sometimes we get Blake, too, Blake Myers, and he'll drop in, and a few of the Caramel Conservative. So you never know. We'll never know who's going to drop in our live broadcast. Yeah, it's definitely. Let's take a look at our weather on the 5s. Take a look at some, let me see, let me try this again. Take a look at some weather in different parts of the country. And I thought we'd just kind of visit, let's see, why don't we go over to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and see what's going on just west of us here. 44 degrees, according to the downtown Cedar Rapids KCRG Channel 9 studios. 44 degrees. is your temperature, with winds north at about 4 miles per hour, gusting to 11. And your barometric pressure, 30.46 inches of mercury. You have visibility of 10 miles. Your relative humidity, 29%. You have a dew point of 16 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's take a look at your weather. Mostly cloudy, high about 49 degrees. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, 0% chance of precipitation. It'll be clear, low around 35. Winds south-southeast at about 10 to 15. And then tomorrow night, the wind's going to pick up. Tomorrow, 63 though for a high. Cloudy, windy, and south winds at about 20 to 30 miles per hour. So we're going to get a little, you guys are going to see the rapids are going to get a little warm with some rain in your forecast. And we'll take a look at that. So just take a look at that. Otherwise, in my hometown of Ambridge, 37 degrees under sunny skies right now. 37 degrees in Ambridge, PA, according to the Economy Cemetery Station. 46 degrees. Winds are calm, but you do have a gust of 1 mile per hour. Which I don't know that if winds are calm, how's it gusting? Anyway, barometric pressure 29.96 inches of mercury, 21 degrees on the dew point, 31% relative humidity. Here's your forecast for Ambridge: sunny, high near 45 with winds north 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, 0% chance of precipitation, clear, low around 25. North-northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, 0% chance of precipitation, partly cloudy, low around high of 54. That's not bad. 54 degrees tomorrow in Ambridge, PA. Coming up in the next half hour, we'll take a look at our good friend. We'll take a look at weather from our good friends at the Weather Nation. We're going to peek into the Weather Nation, and we'll get your weather next half hour or so with that coming up. So stay with me for that. Weather Nation coming up. We'll do that next forecast at around 11:45. So weather on the fives, 25, 45, or 55 minutes past the hour on all music shows, 25 and 55 on the Gary Russin program, which is coming up next week. I'm going to be bringing back that show next week. We're going to be going back to the programming. Remember, usually tail end of each month, I kind of slow down and I stop broadcasting fully for a while I build out programs. So we're going to be starting April programming here real soon. And I'll be telling you about that coming up. Okay, so just to let you know about that. But meanwhile, let's take a look at the news headlines from the GJRB News Desk. And let's see what we got here. Some of the news headlines from the GJRB News Desk. Let's go to news. According to Yahoo, let's take a look at what's topping our news. All charges against Jesse Smollett is being dropped, according to his lawyers. We'll have that story coming up. Barr says no obstruction. What's next for Trump? They're still going to try to find something on him. American Airlines canceling 90 flights every day through the month of April. Wonder what's going on there. And the U.S. will not stand idly as Russian rule Venezuela, according to Pompeo. These are the stories coming up in the next 30 minutes, close to the hour. Bomb at the top of the clock to keep you on top. GJRB Online News. I'm Gary J. Russin at the GJRB News Desk. And you got Gary J. Russin with you on Spreaker across America. Thanks for tuning in. And I hope you're enjoying the music wherever you're listening across America. Gary J. in the morning. And we'll talk a little bit. And if you're welcome to be aboard, I was talking about this. And we're going to say something about this next week when the Gary Russin program returns. They found Trump innocent. They found there was no... Trump probably isn't innocent of really anything. Are we really? But, I believe that the Democrats are going to find a way to continue to slam this man. I really do. I think that, I don't think, they say he's not out of the woods yet. There's some other things that are going on. They say that, there was some collusion going on yet, even though he says there's no collusion. The Democrats are going to find a way to get this man out of office no matter how hard they try. and they're going to fail, and they're going to realize that the Democrats are going to continue to fail. If they need to quit, they need to let bygones be bygones and let this man do his job for the country. I mean, this has just got to quit. I mean, look how many crooked presidents we've had. Look how many presidents. Yeah, I know that he is not respectful to women. But look, how many presidents have we had in office that were just as awful, but did a good job? Think about that for a minute. I mean, really. I mean, can't we just stop for a while and just give this man a chance to serve, to do his duty for his country? Can't we do that? Do we have to? I mean, really, what's the matter with you people? I mean, just stop. It's just incredibly crazy how we have this, and they just, I mean, leave the man alone now. Really, just get off his back and let him. And it's only because they want these open borders, so they want him out of there so they can open the borders. You know that's what they want to do. I mean, come on, you can't pull it over on the American people, man. You just can't. There's no way in God's green earth you're going to pull it on the American people. Just that simple. Anyway, you're listening to Gary J. Russell and Gary J. in the morning. We're going to keep on pumping, keep on continuing the music. Stay with me. Got more stuff coming up here next. And we're going to flip over to part 3 during Apologetics Superficial.
On your wall, very superficial. Let her